Halloween and All Saints. What is it? Why do we celebrate it? I just don't understand. Here is a brief explanation as to what Halloween actually means. Where did it come from? Halloween is on the 31st of October. Now, it used to be the festival Samhain. Samhain is an old Celtic festival over 2,000 years ago. They would celebrate the end of summer and the nice weather and the crops growing and the flowers blooming, and they would have this celebration which meant the end of everything living and the beginning of everything dead. Now, little bit after little bit, it's become All Hallows Eve, and Hallow was spiritual. So, of course, the church got involved and it all became about religion and about the passing of life as a human from one world to another world. So that's where Halloween comes from. It's Hallows Eve, which is an English word and dates thousands of years ago. Now, of course, a lot of our symbols today come from the commercialization of Halloween. It's to make money. So the pumpkins and the ghosts and the trick or treat and the scary movies, all of that is all part of our society and how it's all about making money. So none of that actually existed way back 2,000 years ago. It was more a festival of the passing of life and the beginning of death. Now, of course, when we're talking about seasons, we all know that winter's coming and there's nothing growing in the garden and the days are shorter and colder and darker. But this used to be celebrated. Why? Because a lot of the population were farmers, and so they would stay a lot of the time inside. They wouldn't see other people in the communities. It was very rural, remember back then. We didn't have cities and large towns. And so there was this last celebration of saying hello to everybody in the community before you retreated back into your home for the winter months, where you stayed warm and dry in whatever home you had. And then, of course, come the spring, you would then have the Spring Festival, where everything grows and you would reunite with the whole community. Now, this is the very old origins of Halloween, but the name Hallows Eve actually sounds very much still like Halloween. So they've just put the two words together, Hallows Eve, and come up with the word Halloween, which of course now everybody knows across the world. Now, on the 1st of November is All Saints. Now, I remember as a child going to church and we had a celebration for All Saints. Now, All Saints is all about those people that you've lost through your lifetime, and you celebrate their lives. It's not a sad occasion. It's sad, obviously, if you've just lost somebody, but the idea is that you celebrate their living. You celebrate the fact that you knew them while they were alive and what they brought to you as a human. So All Saints is actually a happier celebration than Hallows Eve. It's a little bit muddled up, and over time different religions have separated the two events. It used to just be one night on the 31st to the 1st. I know in France they celebrate the 1st of November a lot more than the 31st of November. Why? Because it's a very Catholic country, and the Catholics celebrate the spiritual side of being buried and remembering the dead on the 1st of November. So they've taken that part. I know in England, Halloween is the more important part of this whole celebration. But just for you to remember that the eve from the 31st of October to the 1st of November is the original date of when they had the Samhain festival, which goes right back to Celtic times. And the Celts, of course, were all over the UK and a little bit of the north of France as well at the time. So that's where Halloween comes from. It's not actually an American festival, it's an English festival. The Halloween has been adopted, of course, in the USA, and they do it very, very well, I have to say. They really go to town with their decorations and their trick-or-treating. So there you go, a little explanation as to what is Halloween, what is All Saints, where did it actually come from in the first place? Now you know. Happy Halloween. Boo! Today is Halloween, so I've done you a comprehensive guide to the vocabulary that we use at Halloween. Now here, first of all, are the disguises that you can dress up in, the different costumes you can buy, and perhaps the monsters that you've heard of that surround Halloween. So here we go.